Let's say you're looking for a new gaming mouse and you do a search and you come across Attack Shark. This looks really nice. It's only $41 and it's got all the pro features, bunch of cool colors as well. Or maybe you find one of these fascinating, Endgame Gear. Sure, you may not have heard of some of these companies, but they may have a better deal. So you buy the mouse and then you go ahead and download the drivers, their proprietary software, to get the best polling rate or whatever. And a few days later, you might find out that your computer is infected with a rat. Now, I want to shout out Eric Parker, one of my friends who brought this to my attention, but there have apparently been two major instances where companies like this have had their platforms breached in not necessarily a sophisticated supply chain attack, but simply one of the employees getting infected and then the malware finding its way onto the platform. It's crazy to think that you could download drivers from the official website and it could be an obvious dark Comet. And what can this do? Let's have a look. So in any.run, if we run this installer for the Attack Shark mouse, I believe this is, you have a network Trojan. Now, luckily, the C2s or the command and control servers for this malware are currently down. So you're probably not getting your PC controlled remotely if you have this installed, but it might have been active at some point. And you never know with a lot of these vendors because there are a ton of Chinese vendors that provide this kind of gaming peripheral accessories and software. And if you're downloading one of those, you run the risk of potentially getting yourself infected. It could be part of their operation, but I highly doubt that. It could also just be that they have terrible cybersecurity. And this is the theory that Eric Parker put forward, that most likely they just have employees who are getting infected by this malware, and then the malware is spreading to other files on their computer, and that's how it's ending up on their official website. I don't know if that's true. It could also be that is the whole purpose of selling the cheap peripherals. And I can totally see state-sponsored attacks happening this way, considering the amount of gaming devices we buy from China. So it's just something to look out for as we head into the future. This is the second instance of a well-known gaming accessory that a lot of people have bought, having not a PUP, not some kind of adware or potential spyware, but just downright obvious malware. And if we take a look at the detections, what's interesting is both of them have the exact same detection. So they're both, if we look at a reliable indicator, like let's look at the Kaspersky detection here, they both say dark Comet. Microsoft calls it Win32 Auto Run. And if we look at the other driver from a different company, again, we're seeing a lot of dark Comet detections. And if we look at the Microsoft detection, that is also the same. It's still Auto Run, it's still dark Comet. So I'm guessing it's the same malware. So could it be that they're both part of the same team, or they're both infected by the same software? Again, this is all just speculation. We don't know how the malware ended up in the drivers. Endgame actually released a statement, and according to their statement, this was an isolated incident for one particular product. According to them, that was an individual compromise. But once you've had a situation where the official driver software is a rat, I would take anything the company says with a grain of salt. They did say they have made several significant security enhancements since the incident, including malware scans before files are uploaded to their server. So they didn't do that before. Adding digital signatures. But what's also concerning is they say the recommended actions for affected users is to do a file size check and delete the file if it is malware. Not sure if that's very prudent, especially considering if it's a remote access tool or an info stealer, it could have a lot of your data. So there could be potential consequences to your accounts. There's just no way to know with malware who's controlling it, what's going on. So it's usually always better to err on the side of caution and assume the maximum compromise. But here they're doing the opposite, assuming nothing happened, and if you just delete the file, you're all good, which might be the case, but you never know. Now, I wanted to do a bit more research on the actual malware to give you an idea of what it might be. So this is the info for backdoor dark Comet, and it says it's a remote access Trojan, rat, as we kind of mentioned earlier, because I've heard the name, and it's going to run silently in the background as most rats do and collect information about the system, connected users, and network activity. It may also attempt to steal stored credentials, usernames, and passwords. So it's crazy that this is the description of the malware that was potentially downloaded by users, so they were exposed to this. But the advisory from Endgame, there's no advisory so far from Attack Shark as far as I can tell, doesn't really tell them to reset their passwords or to take any actions on their accounts. I really don't know what to make of that. But of course, if any of you have been in that situation or a similar situation where you're not sure if your data may have been leaked, I made a video about it on my channel. That's literally the first video that pops up. I made this this as easy as possible to find. It says what to do if you're hacked. It's a full guide. I highly recommend you watch it because you're going to need it at some point in your life. It's a comprehensive guide of what you need to do, what steps you need to take to make sure that you retain control of your accounts in the event that your data has potentially been exposed. It's got a nice Jurassic Park theme as well, so you might enjoy that. Now, I also want to thank Flare for sponsoring this video. And I did a quick search for rats on the Flare platform, which is a dark web exposure monitoring service. So we can basically look at all the posts and shady telegrams and see what attackers are actually doing. And as you can see, it's not uncommon to have rats advertised on Telegram. So here, one of the services that's being sold is Malware versus Rat, all social media hack. So as you can tell, a lot of these rats or remote access tools that you come across are not necessarily just used to retain control of the system, but they may be used to gain access to a social media account. And one of the ways to check if you might have been compromised would be to use a platform like Flare and do a search for your email, like type in whatever your email might be, say like that, and then a search is going to tell you if that email has been already published on some kind of dark website, somebody selling your info. They also recently added a feature called the credentials browser, which you can access over here. This is a great way to monitor, if you're a company, all your employees and their credentials, and it allows you to directly take action to reset their passwords in the event of a compromise. As far as I know, this is one of the first platforms that allows you to not only find out if your data is exposed, but also take action immediately without having to go into different accounts. Now, when you're doing a search, they allow you to look for specific things like potential stealer logs, ransomware files, or go into illicit networks, and then you see the option of looking into chats, ransom leaks, or infected devices. Personally, sometimes I like to unselect all and just look for infected devices, because this is going to tell you if a computer with your IP shows up in some kind of infected device log. Because a lot of the times when you have rats like this execute, the first thing they do is generate a log to say, this computer's been infected, this is the data I have collected, and then send it to the attacker. And if that stealer log is posted on the dark web or sold, you can find it over here. So do check out Flare. You can try them out using the link in the description. We have a custom page. It's pretty cool. And thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Please like and share it if you enjoyed it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you buy an Attack Shark mouse, or is one bite enough to scare you off? This is Leo, and as always, stay informed, stay secure.